everyone. We are looking at the 566 game today. So 566 game starts with White playing the Scouts up 5, 6, and 6. And this is sometimes known as the anti-4-3. I'll let you figure out why. So normally, if you try to put your Scout up 4 here, you can't do that stoic trick because now your Scout that's up 3 is attacked by all of these Scouts. So instead, you might try to play your Scout up 1 space, but this isn't going to work when you try the same old trick. So White doesn't even have to move his champion back or anything, because your poor Scout now, your poor Scout over here can't actually battle cry anything over here. I guess he could hit the foot soldier, but maybe they didn't even move their foot soldier up. Maybe they just developed another Scout. But the point is, you're not going to get the halberd or the champion out of this. So that's why it can be called the anti 4-3. So I want to look at some sidelines first before we actually go into the main line. Sidelines might actually be easier to play, for black at least. So here, one sideline is foot soldier comes up 4 spaces. And despite what it looks like, this actually won't be a reversed foot soldier hunter or anything like that, simply because White doesn't have enough command points to do anything. So best way to play here is just capture Scout, and Scout recaptures. And you don't actually want to battle cry this foot soldier here, because black's going to get too much momentum going on you and too much center space. So instead, we just play a Scout up 4 spaces here. And potentially next turn you could take with battle cry, because then you're actually attacking the champion when it recaptures. You might also try to play your Scout here and maybe try to get that reversed 4-3 attack going at this point. But maybe black won't let you do that. Maybe he advances his foot soldier. Another sideline is Scout up 5, and they could just copy you with another Scout up 5. You could play this like a 3 Scouts game, or you could actually play this basically the same as the main line, but they might find their Scouts a bit overextended. If you don't want to play it like the main line, you could just move the foot soldier up, and that's going to prevent the Scout from coming up 6 spaces. But you might want to be careful of any sort of foot soldier hunter trap they might try to do on you. So let's see, another sideline. So Scout up 5, and foot soldier just immediately comes up 4 spaces. This is going to prevent the Scout coming up 6. And here they might actually be trying to play a foot soldier gambit or a forceful foot soldier line on you. But those aren't very sound. They might just go ahead and play a Scout up 4 next. It's up to them. Let's see. And the final sideline I actually want to look at is Scout up 5, Scout up 4, Scout up 6, Scout up 4, Scout up 6, and finally, so the main line would be another Scout up 4, but finally we're going to play foot soldier up 4 spaces here. Now, I thought I found a cool line in here somewhere where you actually get a weaken on the champion. Let's see. If I can remember, what was it? It was something like Scout comes up and captures, I think they probably came up and captured here, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it was like this scout uses battle cry and captures. I think it was something like this. The point was that the scouts that are up 6 spaces can actually follow the champion into the corner. I don't remember if it was exactly this line. Probably wasn't. But yeah, if you get the weaken on the champion, then they actually get a lot of momentum going. I don't remember quite what it was, but I remember I had thought I had thought it was a good line, and the solution was actually to swap this foot soldier and this scout, so that the enemy scouts actually can't follow the champion. But as it turns out, it's not a very sound line. So standard anti-rush proves that that it's still the best formation. But now, if we're gonna get into the main line 5-6-6, this is just gonna be like a 3 scouts game, I guess. But yeah, so main line, Black's going to play his scouts up 4. And White's actually just going to go ahead and capture. And Black recaptures. White captures once more. Now the foot soldier comes up to capture. And now, before we end the turn, White's about to be at 150 command points, so he's actually about to charge in Battle Cry with the scout. So he could charge Battle Cry, and then Black could charge Battle Cry, but that's not very ideal for Black. Black wants to charge Battle Cry first, so Black's going to use Chastise on this scout, and let's see, Chastise on the scout, and now White's actually going to charge one of the scouts back here to capture one of these scouts. Okay, and now the champion's going to come up to capture the scout. Because Black here is actually looking for an attack. So White's going to get Battle Cry next turn. Of course, you know, White's anticipating this. Or sorry, Black's anticipating this Battle Cry on the champion, and White's going to use Chastise on the champion just to stop him from moving a turn, so White can get that Chastise cooldown faster. And in this situation, there are a few ideas after we play. It's actually this scout, not our back scout, but the front scout comes up 6 spaces. We have an idea, and there are a few different ideas. So if the champion tries to go into the corner, we can actually go ahead and weaken it. So there's no hiding for the champion. If something like Scout takes Scout or Foot Soldier takes Scout, then the champion can actually move up. And the champion should be a bit to the side so that he's targeting both halberds, but he's not actually targeting both champions. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to move about right here. And then we're targeting both these halberds. We might get an attack. But better than those options for White is actually the very simple halberd comes up 3 spaces to capture the scout. And now this halberd's going to defend from charged battle cry threats, and it's a question of what Black wants to do here. I don't think Black can get enough material out of just charging the halberd. He can try. I don't know. He might charge battle cry with the foot soldier instead of the champion, but champion is weakened here to 200 HP. So I don't know. Black is down material, but he does have these commands ready. Next turn, White's gonna have these, just to give you some perspective. But if we go back, one move I really don't like in particular is this one, where the champion comes up to capture and he doesn't use stoicism or any commands to defend himself. I don't particularly like that move, just because the attacks don't usually work out. On the other hand, White's going to get battle cry next turn. However, I think you have to sort of concede battle cry on the foot soldier. So basically, I think the best move, I personally think the best move would be either Scout comes up to capture, or if you want to keep your wall intact, you could, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so maybe if you want to keep your wall a bit intact, I guess better would be just capture with this Scout. Yeah, just or you know, with the foot soldier, but I don't like that the champion comes out is what I'm saying. But you might run into some problems after battle cry and chastise. So Scout's going to weaken something after that. Black's got to decide what to do. You could use stoicism on the champion. Then he's going to capture another Scout. Maybe you can get some headway going with this. Well, no, he's going to weaken this other champion, isn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 1, 2, 3. So, let's see, I think something like this would block the Scout there. Of course, if this Scout's maybe over to the left some more, better way to close the wall is like that, and then stoicism. I don't know, I think this is still winning for White. At least I think it's winning for White. Let's see. Black has chastise, so maybe stoic isn't the best option. So, I don't know, maybe just Scout captures a Scout. Just leave it at that. Black has to find something to do here. And yeah, with charge and battle cry on 2-3 cooldown, Black's not going to get any sort of rush on White here. So so maybe his best option does lie with champion recaptures instead of the Scout or foot soldier. But it's a tough game for him because he has to decide what to do here. So one thing I will say about Black is that Black actually hasn't used stoicism here. So I think there might be potential if you have shield wall instead. Simply because shield wall actually might be a little better for the 200 HP champion than stoicism will. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try Chastise. And white has to defend like this, or even bring the foot soldier over this way. But I'm going to go ahead and say champion in front instead with stoicism. Let's see. So that saved black from using charge, which is pretty interesting. So champion comes up, and I guess stoicism has to be used, right? Well, then white's got chastised, so I guess trying to rush doesn't end up working out. So if we go back again, just look at if black has any chances in this particular line. Let's see. So the halberd came up 3 spaces. Now it's black's turn. Now let's see if black can actually charge. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here. And the halberd is actually threatening to come up and smack the champion. So instead of stoicism, I'm going to say battle cry and chastise are both needed to defend. So white could just use stoicism and pull the foot soldier back. Guess back here is fine. But again, white's got, well, no, white's got chastise next turn, so it doesn't particularly matter that we use stoicism. So chastise, and then I don't know what black would try here. I don't know. I don't particularly like this line for black. Maybe if you can find some alternate moves, leave them in the comments. But there actually is an alternate we're going to go over in the next video, the Foot Soldier's Requiem. It was developed by Kiri Beater, in fact. And I myself have some ideas, or maybe just one idea against the 566. But I would say instead of playing into this main line, you go ahead and play one of the side lines. But yeah, thanks for watching, and join me again next time.